Yo, what's up, guys? Everyone, today, man, coming guys with another video on the MLB channel. Now, today, I'll be talking about 3 relievers the Yankees should look to acquire at the 2025 MLB trade deadline. Made a video on Monday, 3 infielders. I liked what I saw. I feel like that was a good starting point for videos like these. I also posted a clip on me on Twitter about Rock Rizzio getting promoted like I kind of almost predicted he would. And his father liked my video, so that just gave me even more motivation to go out and make another video and really just highlight 3 guys in particular. Like yesterday, I have 2 MLB players and 1 prospect in the Yankees organization. I'm gonna break down all their stats, all the bullpen stats as well, and then we'll get into the top 3. Starting it off, the Yankees currently at this very moment, I'm currently looking at relievers for them that are high velo, strikeout relievers, and it's pretty tough because a lot of these guys are on contending teams, and a lot of these guys are on teams that are in playoff contention as well. So there's World Series contention, there's playoff contention, and then there's, some other things where there's young relievers or there's older relievers. They have something under the hood where you're like, I don't know about that. So I'm looking at high velo strikeout relievers. I have 3 of them. Right now, the Yankees bullpen, it's good. You have guys that you trust like Luke Weaver, setup man Devin Williams, Fernando Cruz. I trust Mark Leiter Jr. Weaver just went down on Monday. Today, Devin Williams had a very scary 9th inning to close out Game 1 against the Guardians. Very, very scary. Gave up a run, gave up multiple hits. Not really any hard hits, but still hits. But the Yankees bullpen overall, it's been good. It's had its up and downs. It's been volatile, but they're currently 18th right now in innings pitched at 206.2 innings. They're 23rd in the league in blown saves, though, at 7. 20th in total batters faced at 874. They're 10th in strikeouts at 226. 4th in strikeout percentage at 27%. They're 13th in ERA at 3.7. 25th in hits allowed at 169. 21st in earned runs at 85. 16th in homers at 21. 10th in walks at 90. 8th most in walk percentage at 10.3%. 8th in batting average against at 218. 13th in whip at 1.25. Now on xFIP and FIP. xFIP, which is expected FIP, they're 13th. Actually, no. By whip, they are 13th in whip at 1.25, 5th in xFIP at 3.69, 9th in FIP at 3.57, and their left on base percentage is 73.5%, which is 10th among bullpen. Other than that, let's get straight into the video. All right, so coming in at number 3, I have Yankees 20th ranked prospect Clayton Beeter, who is 26 years old and was involved in the Joey Gallo trade a couple years back with the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's listed at 6'2", 220. He just finished a rehab trip and got returned to AAA, but he should be, I think, up in the near future, in my humble opinion. He has a dazzling 1.13 ERA in 8 games and 8 innings in AAA. He does have 8 walks, though, but 12 strikeouts in 8 innings is definitely something they love to see. He's given up 4 hits, has a 1.45 whip, which is high because of the walks, but he also only has a .148 batting average against. He throws a 4-seam fastball and a slider. And remember, he did make his major league debut in 2023 with the Yankees. He had that 1 inning, and he got a perfect, it was less than 5 or 10 pitches. It was a very flawless MLB debut for Clayton Beeter. He's a high velo guy. I want to see him up in the majors. 26 years old. He is ready. So I really want to see what Beeter is at the MLB level. So Yankees, please go out and call up Clayton Beeter. So other than that, let's move into number 2. So coming in at number 2, I have Ronnie Henriquez of the Miami Marlins. Ronnie Henriquez is 24 years old. The Marlins are currently 23 and 35. They've lost 6 of their last 10 games. As recording this video, using stats from Tuesday into now Wednesday morning. He has 2 more years of pre-arbitration after the season. He's on a 1-year deal for $745,000. He has 2 more years, like I mentioned, of pre-arbitration. Listed at 5'10", 155. He has the 5th most strikeouts among qualified relievers, only behind Griffin Jax, Jake Bird, Cade Smith, and Jeremiah Estrada. He's among qualified relievers, 17th in highest K per 9. He has 40 strikeouts in 28.2 innings this season, a 2.20 ERA this season with a 1.19 whip, a 3.43 FIP, 3.62 xFIP, a 32.3% strikeout rate this season, which is in the 93rd percentile. but he does have a pretty high 11.5% walk rate, which is in the 20th percentile. It's a .4 WAR this season. He also has expected ERA. He is currently overperforming it though, like his FIP as well. In terms of his expected ERA, it is at 3.35. Even though he is overperforming, he's still getting the strikeouts, and I think he still would be a good addition for the Yankees bullpen. He's 93rd percentile in expected batting average at 0.198, 78th percentile in fastball velocity at 95.9 miles an hour, 94th percentile in average exit velocity at only 86, 92nd percentile chase percentage at 33.8%. He does get barreled up though. He's 13th percentile at 11.9%. He's above average at hard hit percentage at 37.3%, which is in the 69th percentile. Nice. Below average at ground balls at only 14th percentile with a ground ball rate of 34.3%. He was never a big strikeout guy though. One alarming thing before the season, like in the majors, in his previous 2 seasons, he had an 18 in his first year and an 18.3% strikeout rate in his second year last season. So this has been a big jump for Ronnie Henriquez of the Miami Marlins. He throws a sweeper, 4-seam slider, changeup, and a very, very rare sinker. His slider grades out the best at only a expected batting average of 128 with an expected slug of only 250. His sinker, sweeper, and changeup gets slugged though, but he does have a 50% whip percentage on his fastball and a 39.3% whip percentage on his slider. Righties are hitting 172 with a 234 on base and a 224 slugging off of that pitch to give them a 459 OPS with 3 doubles and 36.2%. His slider grades out the best at only an expected batting average of 128 and an expected slug of only 250. His sinker, sweeper, and changeup get slugged. 50% whip percentage on the fastball though, and 39.3% on the slider. Raiders are hitting 172 with a 234 on base, 224 slugging to give them a 459 OPS with 3 doubles and a 36.2% K rate in 58 at bats, and also 3.4% walk rate and only 2 stolen bases allowed versus righties. Now versus lefties, they're hitting 213 with a 373 on base, 404 slugging to give them a relatively high 777 OPS, 3 homers allowed and 47 at bats, but he does have a 40.4% strikeout rate versus left-handed hitters, but a very high and alarming 25.5% walk rate versus lefties this season, and also very alarming as well, 7 stolen bases allowed. That is not good at all, that is just not good at all. So versus righties and lefties, he can get Ks, but versus lefties, he's worse, and he also gives up a lot of stolen bases and also walks the ballpark as well. The guy's 24 years old. Get him in a Matt Blake lab and let him do his thing. All right, so coming in at number 1, I have Garrett Clevinger of the Tampa Bay Rays. Garrett Clevinger is 31 years old. He's listed at 6'1", 225. He's on a current 1-year deal for $1.2 million. He's in year 2 he's in year 1 of his arbitration. He has arbitration 2 and arbitration 3 next after this season. The Rays are currently, as I'm making this video, 30-29, but they're only 6.5 games behind the Yankees for first place in the AL East. But literally yesterday, Jeff Passan, according to him, he made an article about people that are for trades, and they're listening. The Rays are 2 calls on second baseman Brandon Lau, who will also take as well. So there's a chance that Clevinger may get traded because Brandon Lau's, he's having like a slightly above average season offensively. Last time I checked, he had like a 108 WRC plus. So we'll definitely take Lau, but we're here to talk Clevinger and relievers, so let's go ahead and continue to talk about Garrett Clevinger. He's a dog. He has 27 strikeouts and 21.2 innings with a 2.49 ERA and a .83 WHIP. He is 93rd percentile in strikeout rate at 32.5%, 90th percentile in walks at only 4.8%. He has no WAR. He has 0 F4. I didn't bother to look what it was on Baseball Reference. This season, his fastball velocity is in the 83rd percentile at 96.3%. He's currently overperforming his xERA, which is at 2.9, 82nd percentile in expected batting average at 215, below average at exit velocity at the 42nd percentile at 89.9, ever so slightly above average in chase percentage in the 52nd percentile at 28.1, slightly above average in barrel percentage at the 57th percentile, which is at 7.8%. above average at hard hit percentage at 39.2, and above average at ground balls at 63rd percentile, which is at 45.1%. There was a sinker, slider, four-seam, sweeper, and rarely a cutter. 36.4% whip percentage on a sinker, 35.8% whip percentage on that slider, 36.2% whip percentage on that sweeper, and 37.5% whip percentage on that cutter. The cutter and sinker are the worst by slug. They're dreadful, 555 and 690 respectively. His best pitch is the sweeper though, and the slider as well by XBA, 149 and 169 respectively. Abandon the cutter. The four seam clears the sinker as well. The cutter is dreadful according to the underlying measures. They look bad, and the four seam clears the sinker on his worst day. He has a 4.28 FIP, but a 2.80 xFIP. So there's that as well. Versus righties, he's hitting 143. Against righties, I should say, they're hitting 143 against him with a 172 on base, 321 slug to give them 494 OPS, not on base, and also a 35.7% strike amount. 56 at bats in those versus righties. Now, also, he's giving up 3 homers, a double, only 3.5% walk rate versus righties. Now, versus lefties, they're bad. 273 righties are hitting against them. 360 on base, 545 slugging, a 905 OPS, 31.8% K rate, and 2 homers with also a 9% walk rate. And that is really in limited, at bats. It's been less than 25 or 30 at bats versus left-handed hitters. So at the end of the day, that is my top 3 relievers the Yankees should look to acquire at the 2025 MLB trade deadline. Hope you guys didn't enjoy that. This honestly came out a lot shorter than my last video was with the infielders. I went through a lot of stats. Hope you guys did enjoy that. Spent a good amount of time today, pre my playback stream, and even when I was about to end the stream, I was looking at that just to make sure I have enough stats for all of y'all out there so you guys can understand. Those 3 relievers, I'm not gonna lie, it's very, 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 very tough. I was looking at K per 9, strikeouts. A lot of these guys are on playoff teams or World Series contention teams where I'm just like, they're just not gonna trade them away. I was looking at Aaron Bummer. I was also looking at high velo guys. So he was like 91 miles an hour. I was looking at Phil Mayton. There was like 89.5. I was on a couple other guys as well. I need a flamethrower. I'm talking like 95 plus. We got Fernando Cruz. He can get it up a good amount. Loizaga got like 97. Yeah, but Loizaga kind of got rocked the other day. He doesn't have too much swing and miss stuff at the end of the day, so we need more swing and miss. Even though we have like top 5 most K percentage in the league, we're 4th highest. Well, let us cook. Ian Hamilton is cooking the striking percentage. So is our dog Mike Leiter Jr. So is our dog Fernando Cruz. Somebody else though, come on down. You can never have enough relievers. I would love Clevenger, a lefty would be amazing. We don't have a left-handed strikeout guy. I have to look at Brent Hedrick. Also, I want to say as well, Eric Razelman. I was looking at stats, he's like a 5 ERA, but I've heard good things about him. He's probably going to be a reliever at the major level for the foreseeable future currently, so it is what it is at the end of the day. If you have any other recommendation for video ideas or relievers or infielders, Yankees, go ahead and look about. Comment down below. I'm always down to talk in the comments. Yeah, y'all know where to find me. If y'all don't, though, I got you real quick, though. Yeah. Other than that, that is the video. So go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. It's been your boy John. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and I'm out, man. Peace.